Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beautiful Life. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a different type of video on my channel where I talk about the things that I am interested in besides the Beatles, because I figured this channel is A Beautiful Life and I talk about the Beatles all the time on here. But if you've ever wondered if I like anything else besides the Beatles, this may be a video that you enjoy watching, so that's what today will be. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I am very enthusiastic about besides the Beatles, and you may be able to tell, is the TV show SpongeBob SquarePants. I have been a big SpongeBob fan for pretty much my entire life. The show came out in 1999 when I was 3. So I wanted to first start off by showing you some of my SpongeBob merchandise, and then I actually have something pretty cool to talk about as well. So I'll show these quickly because I have lots to get to in this video. So here is a snow globe, then a little mini Bluetooth speaker. I got this at FYE at the mall. And then this pin here of SpongeBob going solstice caroling. This is from Box Lunch. And then I have these puffy stickers. One of these is in my car. Then these are a couple of makeup products from the recent SpongeBob collection from Wet n Wild. So this is the glitter stick for highlighting. And then this is a color changing lipstick. Then I have this bucket hat here with all the characters on it. And this is from the brand Cakeworthy. You can see they had a SpongeBob collection in 2020, I believe. Then I have a number of SpongeBob socks. This is just an example. These nice pink ones with SpongeBob jellyfishing. Then a couple of shirts. So I have this long sleeve one with all the characters on there. And it has kind of a tie-dye design. And then there's this one, which has more like pastel colors, and it has SpongeBob and Patrick there. Then lastly, I have this SpongeBob hair tie that actually my mom made for me when I was a kid, and I still have it. So I want to talk about a pretty cool SpongeBob related experience next, because this is basically the only video where I would have the opportunity. So if you are around my age, you may recall Nickelodeon magazine. This particular issue is from December 2003. And back then they had a contest that was called the Nickelodeon Milk Mustache Sweepstakes. And the winner actually got to appear in an ad in the magazine with the character of their choice. There was a trip to New York with a whole photo shoot and spending money and the whole, glam photo shoot experience. And so in the year 2003, I actually was the winner of this contest. And there I am with SpongeBob on a surfboard in Nickelodeon magazine. So this was a super cool experience, and I'm glad that I was just old enough to where I still remember this experience. And the whole photo shoot experience was really fun. I've always enjoyed having my picture taken, and of course I'm there with my favorite, SpongeBob. And one little fun fact, this milk mustache is not just milk. It was also made with melted ice cream and I think also frosting. Probably A, so it would be more visible in the picture, and B, so it would be more appealing to drink it. I do remember I really like the taste of that. So in this bag here is the little outfit that I was wearing in that picture that I just showed you. And then I also kept a little SpongeBob shirt as well. And then this is from the front page of a newspaper. There was a little article about me winning the contest. And there's me and Mom. I love how they're having me pose with a glass of milk. So the last thing from that I want to include is actually a little TV commercial. Well, now it's on YouTube, but at the time a TV commercial did air to advertise that following year of the contest, and it had the 2 previous winners' photos in the commercial, which included myself. So I was technically in a TV commercial. I'll go ahead and show you that.
Do you want your face in a Nickelodeon magazine? Well, Milk can make it happen. We're rolling out the red carpet with Nickelodeon's Milk Mustache Sweepstakes. If you're the one grand prize winner, you'll be featured in a Got Milk magazine ad with any of these Nickelodeon characters. You with Cosmo and Wanda. You with Tommy Pickles. You with Jimmy Neutron. If you win, you make the choice. And if you win, we'll fly you and 3 guests to New York City, where you'll get a limo ride to the photo shoot and $1,000.
And I also have here a framed version of that magazine ad. And then behind me actually is a poster size version right there that my grandma made for me back when I won the contest. So I've had that for a long time. And it says, whether you're above or below sea level, milk has the 9 essential nutrients that active bodies need. Just ask Jackie, the winner of Nickelodeon's Milk Mustache Sweepstakes. Alright, so moving on, the next big interest that I wanted to talk about is actually one of my other favorite musical groups, and that would be Blackpink. They are a K-pop group, and I've been a big fan of theirs for about 5 years now. My friend actually got me interested in their music, and weather permitting, I will be going to see them this Saturday at Citi Field in New York, and that is going to be my first time ever seeing them, and I have amazing seats, so that is going to be incredible. And so I want to go ahead and show you some of my Blackpink merchandise, and then I'll talk a little bit more. So first I have a couple of shirts. So this is one that I ordered from Etsy probably 4 years ago, and then this one I got from Target a few years ago for my birthday, and this is probably the one I'll wear to the concert. And then next I have this cute little plush. So each of them has like a little animal character that represents them, and this is Lisa's little character, this duck. So this is also a keychain, so I'm planning to wear this kind of clipped on my belt loop for the concert. It's really cute. And I like to keep this right here because I think the colors go really well with this Beatles book here and my little cupcake decoration as well. Then I have some temporary tattoos here. I've only worn a couple of these so far when I went to see 2 of their movies, so I'll be wearing a bunch of these on Saturday. Then I have some photo cards here. These are actually all fan-made photo cards that I've gotten with various things that I've ordered online. But I have some of my official photo cards I have in a frame. I'll show you that shortly. And then I have this headband that I ordered with these cute little plush hearts with Blackpink written on them, or embroidered on them, I should say. I'll of course be wearing this to the concert. Then I have this light up pillow that I actually got from Target a few years ago. It's a fuzzy little pillow, and there are several settings for how the lights can go, and you could even sync it to music. Then I have this really cool journal that I actually ordered from Etsy, and it has my name, kind of the Blackpink style, and some nice sparkles on the front there. And there's also some stickers in the back here, and a nice picture on the back cover. Then I have here my official light stick, and at the concert, the stadium will be lit up in pink because everyone will have these be waving them around. It'll be really nice. And I have this little decal that I bought that I'm going to apply to the light stick. It says Blink. That is basically their fandom name. And I've been a Blink for 5 years now. And then lastly, this is most certainly the most special Blackpink thing that I have. This took several years for me to complete. And this is all 4 of their autographs in a frame. So the first one I got was Jisoo in 2020, then Jennie in 2022, then Rosé at the end of last year, and Lisa in February of this year. So then I have some photo cards by each of them and some stickers as well. And then I have a little ticket here from when I saw one of their movies last year, and I'm sure I'll have some sort of memento from the concert I could put in here too. So yes, that is my Blackpink merchandise, not including CDs, and the most special thing of those is definitely these autographs. This took 5 years to complete almost, so I'm very happy to have this now all completed, and I can't wait to see them. I just really love their music. I know they're so opposite to the Beatles, but I attribute that to around the time that I was being introduced to the Beatles as a little kid. I also was listening to like Britney Spears and things like that. But yes, their music makes me feel very confident and happy and powerful and just excited. A lot of get up and dance moments are in their music. So I just really like them a lot. And I wouldn't say I have a favorite member or a bias, as they would call it. If I absolutely had to pick, maybe Lisa, but I really love them all. Alright, so moving on, the final big interest I wanted to talk about was choral singing. That is, of course, singing in a choir or a chorus. That has been something that I've enjoyed since middle school, and I currently sing with a local choral society. We have about 4 concerts per year. It's not professional, it's something I do as a hobby that I really enjoy, just like this channel. So my voice part is an alto too. It's been that way since probably high school. And I really enjoy that part, although sometimes we do the tenor part too, so that's cool. I really like to sing low. I'll show you a little clip from a performance from a couple years ago just so you can get some kind of an idea. So I figured I'll again show you on my iPad just so it doesn't come in like blaringly loud. But here's a picture actually from one of our holiday performances. You can see the orchestra there, and there I am. So let's play the little clip. But yes, that very much is a hobby that I enjoy. I love to perform, even though I don't do solos or anything, but I love to perform. And I was very active with that as well in high school and college especially. So yes, I love this hobby of mine. It's something I plan to continue to do for as long as I'm able. So since this is a video about things I like besides the Beatles, I thought I would also include just some general favorite things. So I have this yearbook of mine from 2007 where they had a section where you list your favorite things. So I figured I would read those and compare them to now and let's say my current favorites. So the first one is favorite color. Back then I said sky blue, now it would be light pink. Then TV show, I said Drake and Josh. I do still love Drake and Josh. As a matter of fact, I've been watching a lot of it lately. I would say my favorite TV show is probably 2.5 Men, but that's right now that's kind of tied with Drake and Josh actually. So some other TV shows I like are of course SpongeBob, this show on the History Channel called The Food That Built America, which is like a history of food companies in the US, but it's presented in a very engaging way, like it's not boring whatsoever. And then I also enjoy Everybody Loves Raymond, Full House, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and even the old show from the Food Network, Unwrapped. Then next, favorite bands. I mentioned this in my How I Became a Beatles Fan video. I just put U2, even though I knew only, I think, 1 song by them. But we know my favorite band now, of course. Then favorite songs, I put Vertigo, which was the only song I knew by U2. Favorite song now, I really can't pick just one favorite, but I'll say I Saw Her Standing There. And then favorite sports, I said swimming and tennis. I don't care about sports at all, but I guess I would nowadays still say swimming. I used to be on a swim team. I still love to swim, even though I certainly don't do it competitively or anything anymore. And then favorite class, I put recess. My favorite class, I mean, I'm not in school anymore now, but my favorite class overall would have been chorus class, because that was technically a class. Chorus and chamber singers, which is a smaller group that I was in college. Favorite food, I said Chinese food and seafood. I'd say my favorite food now is sushi. Favorite type of clothes, I said dresses, which is still accurate. I love to wear dresses. Favorite celebrities, I didn't even put anything, so I guess I didn't have one at the time. Favorite website, I said nick.com, which was Nickelodeon's website. If you could consider it a website and not an app, I would say my favorite now is Instagram. And then favorite movie, I said the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which is surprisingly not the answer now, but I do still like that movie. But I would say my favorite movie is Elf. So because this is my first video after the fact, I thought I would end the video today with some photos of my wonderful cat, Tigger, also known as TT. You may have seen, I didn't post this everywhere, but you may have seen that she recently passed away. But she did live a very long and happy life, almost made it to 18 years old. I got her when I was 11, you can see in this picture here. So yes, she was very spoiled, very loved, and had a very happy life. She liked to wear hats, as you can see here. And I have lots of mementos by which to remember her. For instance, I'm getting a ring with a picture of her engraved on it, things like that. I always have these wonderful photos to look back on as well. And she did appear in a number of my videos here on my channel, so I can always go back and watch those as well. Her final appearance would have been in the my video for Ringo's birthday. Alright, Beatle people, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one, even though it was something a little bit different. This is probably the only completely non-Beatles video that will appear on this channel, but I wanted to just do something a bit different today, so I hope you enjoyed. As always, my social media accounts are linked below. I do want to say as well, thank you very much, because I recently reached 10,000 followers on both my Facebook page and my Instagram page. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate your support on there. So again, thank you very much for watching today's video. And as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.